What's up, YouTube? Today we got a review, drinking video of this Arizona Hard. So of course it's the Arizona Southern style sweet tea, but with a little extra punch, if you know what I mean. It's about 5% of a punch, which is not that much. It's more than beer though. Most beers. There's some beers that are like 6.5. A lot are like 5 and under, so it's pretty much just like a big beer. Yeah, so the can looks similar. I don't really get the sweet tea in this type of can very often. I'll usually get like if I get the sweet tea, it's in the big bottle, but I think it looks exactly like the normal can, except it says hard right there, so you get hard while you drink it. Actually, it does the opposite. If you drink too many of these, you won't be getting very hard. So yeah, let's drink it and I'll tell you what I think of the flavor and everything. Okay, so right off the bat, you could definitely get that sugary sweet tea taste. Tastes just like Arizona sweet tea, just a very generic, basic sweet tea. At 5%, you really don't get much bite on it, but it's still enough to the point where it's not just like drinking a sweet tea. So it's really just a sweet tea with a little bit of alcohol aftertaste. The alcohol aftertaste is not so much, I wouldn't say yeah, so it says it's a malt beverage. Yeah, it's not, of course I want to add beer to it, but it's a malt beverage, which usually malt liquors are like 14%, like Four Locos and Old English and stuff, but this one's only 5%. Has more of a malt liquor taste. Not beery at all. It's not as beery as something like Old English would be. It's closer to like a Four Loco malt liquor type taste, which is not really that good of a compliment to it. It definitely has that Four Loco cheap malt liquor aftertaste, but the initial drink, like the very first thing you taste on the front end, is just the sweet tea. It's all sweet tea, no alcohol at all. Then when you swallow it, I'd say then you get the alcohol flavor, but right off the bat, you just get the sweet tea flavor. First thing, no alcohol at all. It just tastes like just like sweet tea. So it's pretty good. I'd say it'd be pretty refreshing. I'm gonna rate like the sweet versus savory part of it. It's like half and half. Very sweet on the front end when you swallow it. Then it gets savory because of the malt liquor, obviously. I feel like you don't need to drink water with this or anything like that. It's not like super savory and salty. Any, I'm trying to think of if any food would pair well with this. Aside from like I think even with like a burger or something, normal beer, just a full-on beer would be better than this. This, it's like lukewarm right now. Well, it's a little cold. It's not freezing or anything like that. If it were really cold, it would go well with like, stuff that usually goes well with fucking sweet tea, southern style sweet tea, like fried chicken, things like that. Pizza, I don't think wouldn't go well with it. I'd say it'd go well with better like chicken and stuff like that. Any would this go well with a ciggy? I don't know. Let me see here. We got this pack right here, the NXTs. If I was smoking, I think on the normal regular part of this, the tobacco part, no. Menthol part, I think it'd be a pretty good combo. Like when you pop the little capsule and it goes to menthol, I think it'd be a decent combination. So if you want to smoke while drinking it, it's good, but you probably need 2 or 3 of these to really If you drink one, I think most people would catch a buzz. Probably not be. You probably wouldn't really be drunk. It's not like if you drank a full can of Four Loko, but I think most people, if you're trying to get drunk off of it, two or three, and then like 3 to 4 if you have a tolerance. So it goes down very smoothly. Um, there's no bite to it. It's pretty good for a malt liquor, but like I said, it's that fucking Four Loko malt liquor taste, which I mean I'm not too big of a fan of, but with flavorings and all the additives, like all the sugars and stuff, it goes down really easily. It's not like all just alcohol malt liquor like Old English. Old English tastes like very kind of soda carbonated type beer. But this isn't a review of Old English. I'm just comparing the malt liquors I've had. Which, like, malt liquors, for some reason, are pretty much all just the cheap gas station alcohol. Because gas stations, a lot of them don't even sell, like, real liquor. It's only malt liquor. Like, they'll put grape wine in a in a clear bottle with a red cap, so you think it's like vodka, but then you drink it and it's like, what the fuck is this shit? They're the Southern Comfort, which is like, it's just malt liquor dyed and with some whiskey flavoring, like some cinnamon or whatever. It's like an imitation Fireball, which is like, or they have Fireball and it's malt liquor Fireball. It's not the actual whiskey Fireball, which Fireball is gross to begin with, but like at least give it a high alcohol percentage if you're gonna drink it. But those ones all just taste fucking gross. Like those gas station ones, man, they taste. I got this from a gas station, but it's not too bad. I think I might try the Doritos spiked next, because I'm a big fan of Doritos in the soda version. So if I get the spiked version, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I should have done a white. I drank a White Claw one time and I did a video review of it. I didn't end up posting it, but I don't know. That wasn't. White Claw wasn't anything special, you know? I've been drinking a lot of Old English recently. I drank a Modelo, like the 32 ounce, and I've been drinking some Old English because, you know, I'm doing it for the street cred. Old English is pretty good. I just like to sit down and watch a nice movie and fucking just sip away on a huge 40-ounce bottle of the Old English 800. That shit's fun. I like having the huge bottle, and like I could chug it. Like it goes down really smooth. It's like soda basically, and it has like it's weird. It's weird because it's like double the alcohol percentage of beer, or triple a lot of the alcohol percentage of like most beers, and like it goes down just like beer. There's no bite to it. It goes down like soda basically. So you could either chug it or it's just really good to sip on, and you have that gigantic bottle. So it's like, unless you're really hammering it, you're not going to go through it. But I guess I got to review. I set myself up for reviewing Old English next time. Anyway, I think I have about half the can left. Yeah, we're gonna finish it. What do we got? NXTs. I'm not gonna smoke them because we're inside right now. These have been pretty good. I've been getting a lot of NXTs. I got a Camel Crush, and like, it was the Camel Crush green. It wasn't blue or any of the other ones. Camel Crush green just didn't taste as good as the NXT. I've heard people say like Jacob fucking Jones and stuff. He's had like Camel Crush in Mexico, and he says it's way better in Mexico. Or like, didn't they take the Camel Crush off the market for like a couple years or something, and then they reintroduced it? Because I was able to buy it just fine, you know. You can find it anywhere regularly, but it just doesn't taste very good. But I've heard people say Camel Crush is like really good before, and they're like, Camel Crush was so good back in the day. They're like, now it sucks, but yeah, the NXT isn't too bad. It's just Siggies are so fucking expensive where I live. Like, I think this is like $11 right here. Yeah. Um, if I got like the best menthol, which I mean Newport, I've got Newport 100s, and that they have a very good, very strong menthol taste. Like with the ones with the pop capsules, like when you smoke it regular, of course it's like tobacco. This one doesn't really have the tobacco taste is nothing special. It's just like any old cigarette. You won't even if they didn't have the menthol, you won't even know it's being handed to you. It's very basic cigarette. It's like I don't even know if it's full flavor or like medium. It's somewhere in between. But what the capsule tastes really good, the menthol part. But smoking a Newport 100 is like the entire thing is a fucking capsule, and it's like way stronger. The menthol is far stronger compared to any Crush versions I've had, like Camel Crush or NXTs. But Newport 100s are like $13 a pack here, so you gotta pick your poison. It's either you could go with $7 a pack Senecas, or most Marlboros are like 10 to 11, and then the specialty ones are like, or specialty 100s like menthol 100s and stuff are like gonna be 13. I think Newport's the most expensive I've ever bought. $13 a pack, which is crazy. But even like reds and stuff are all $10 a pack. I think even the 100s, and then like the normal size are like 9 something. Or yeah. They're so expensive because there's so much tax on cigarettes in my state. In one state over, they're a lot cheaper. It's like this instead of being $10 here, it's like 8 or like 7.5 to $8 in Idaho. So. And their cheapest ciggy is like $5 compared to our cheapest ciggy, which is $7. I think they both might be Senecas or probably fucking Pyramids, you know, like shitty, kind of low tier cigarettes. But anyway, I'm gonna upload this video. Let me kill the can first. We got a quarter left. I don't know if I mentioned that we had about halfway left right there. Alright. See you guys in the next video.